Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of DWA, possibly the biggest one we've had yet. We have here in our studio Mr. Vince Aftermath himself. How you doing, boy?
I am doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. A little curious. Got a few questions for you. The first of these questions is one that the fans have been asking since you first set foot in digital wrestling. What exactly do you do in the DWA?
Well, what don't I do? It's a variety of things I do in the DWA, from behind the scenes, in the ring, this and that, and whatnot. I've been in this wrestling community for a year now, going on two, whatever the case may be. And I gotta tell you, it's tough. I've moved up the chain. I really moved up the chain, and it's a process of learning, what works, what doesn't work. I enjoy working behind the scenes more so than I'm actually in the ring. I mean, I love going out there doing promos, wrestling in the ring, yada yada yada. But, there's more to it than just that. There's a business side of things. Um, and you guys got to keep that in your head, because if you're not trying to freshen up things, if you're not trying to make things different, to move forward, if you don't have goals or vision for what you're putting out to the fans, the entertainment, and all that kind of stuff, then you're kind of just going nowhere. You want to see progress, and that's the goal right there that I have, and I've always had. We want to see progress. So
Well, there you have it,
to
folks.
answer your question, I do basically a lot of things.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those who lack innovation lack an audience. But there's a number of critics who think that the DWA doesn't have a chance for success. What are your comments on this?
Well, when we came up with the idea, it was an idea that we didn't really know, where this would go. We didn't know where this would go. We had some bumpy, some rocks down the road as we travel down this rocky road, and you're gonna get those no sayers. You're gonna get those fans who are like, I'm not feeling this. You're gonna get that. That's always going to be a part of your fan base. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But you know, I hate to say that I don't listen to the no sayers, but you have to. You got to listen to the critics, the criticism and whatnot, to see, if it's respective criticism, or they're just trying to be complete jackasses. You're going to get jackasses in this so-called wrestling community. That's just it. But the thing is, the DWA is really focusing on the new people coming in. If you look at the statistics and the demographics of things, the DWA has been very successful, grabbing other audiences from other sims, grids, yada yada yada. Every company having its own way of running things. Like I'm in charge of the AWF. You got other owners, whatever, in charge of the other shows. We all do things different. It's not all just the OEW, as some people would say, and it probably will look like that. That's we all are entitled to our opinion, but we have a vision. We got to go, and we're gonna reach that goal. Rather that specific audience doesn't like it or not, we're gonna go to that goal, and they're still gonna be our fans either way they like it or not if they're still talking about us.
Well, obviously, not everybody is a critic. Recently, DWA has merged with VWE. Do you think working with the VWE is going to be a good thing?
Well, first of all, we didn't merge. We're not merging. That's always, and I've told many people this, that's always the last thing on anybody's mind, on our management team's mind. I mean, we've been through a hell of a lot of stuff. I mean, I've heard people. I mean, it's just the drama and I think I've seen it all and heard it all. I mean, to be honest with you, and it's not just out in the open. I mean, some of the stuff gets put out in the open, but behind the scenes, you know, sometimes it just gets crazy. Um, but to answer your question, the working relationship between the DWA and the BWE will be a success. So far, it's a success. I think it's the best decision that we've made in a very, very long time. Myself and David coming together to get this deal finalized with the VWE. It's been awesome. I got to tell you, so far it's been awesome. You know, no pun intended, you know, with Ludi or whatever. But I'm just saying, you know, this deal with the VWE, we're learning things. They're helping us out like you wouldn't believe. It's just awesome, and you know, we're going off of it. You know, the no sayers, you know, the criticism from the guys, you know, call us a sellout, whatever the case may be. Well, I got to tell you something. We sold in. You know, not trying to be a heel or anything like that. Even though I really don't care, but you know, that's just how I feel about it. And you know, my thing is to pleasing the fans, not just the community. My thing is pleasing the fans, putting a smile on their face, making them feel welcome, making them laugh, you know, cheer. That's my goal. You know, you're going to get negative stuff from this so-called community and whatnot, and what have you. But then you also got the positive sayers. You know, you got great companies like Hawks and DCWF. So I mean, you know, the you're going to have that. You know, and this relationship between the VWE and the DWA, it's going to be an awesome
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another edition of DWA presents the third degree with your host, Jason Long. Every week, I will have a new guest. If you would like your questions asked on third degree, just make a little comment. Just add a little comment down there at the bottom there. We'll see you next time.